Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf, and we are here with Condice for our second ranger in our Gathering of the Grey Company.
So the time has come at last.
Time has come to stand with Aragorn, son of Arathorn, my lord and the chieftain of the Dunedain. In my heart I knew this day would come, for as the shadows have lengthened, the need for Aragorn to accept his mantle has become all the more pressing. I have come to love the lands between the Forsaken Inn and the Last Bridge, and it will grieve me to leave them. But I will do so. I will join the Grey Company and travel south as you have asked. While I make ready to leave, will you retrieve a hidden cache of supplies I prepared some time ago? I left a sword, some gloves, and a few other supplies northeast of here, atop a small rise called Echadsu, in the shade of a tree. Recover the cache and bring it back to me, for I will have need of these in the lands of the south. Alright, I will find Condate's cache. It appears that somebody beat me to it. Hello there.
Looks like you might be easy pickings.
What are you looking at? It seems to me that these lands should be big enough for you to find a path that takes you out of my sight, little one. You like this sword? Found it, I did. And these gloves and a few choice other items. Sometimes you find these little caches in the wild, left by those rangers, I suspect. Easy pickings, if you ask me. Looks like you too might be easy pickings too. I'll be taking your gear and your coins, friend, without a fight or with one. It's all the same to me. uh, well, alright. Let's see. Alright, you have a sword. I have a spear and shield. And you think I'm going to be easy pickings? Good grief. I don't think you understand things properly. Back to Candate with the items. Had a little trouble with a half-orc, but I brought the equipment.
I'm pleased to have these items back. Thank you.
I would have been willing to part with the content of the cache pine leaf. Items hidden in the wild, once found, should go to their finders. But once Orkstulug has sought to use my items to rob you, as far as I'm concerned, he gave up the right to them. I'm pleased you brought them back. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, yes. Okay, the heritage rune or the map. Well, it's on cooldown A, and besides, I got a good port to Bree.
We will have need of Cyrodiil's calming wisdom on the road south.
Yes, Saradin is more settled than some of my kin, but no less a vital part of the Grey Company. We will have need of Saradin's calming wisdom in the road south, for through though we have need of haste, so too do we have need of our wits with us. Too often can the hasty road lead to carelessness. Saradin will help prevent this. Look for him at his cabin near the town of Bree in Breeland. He lives east of Thorny's Lodge. Yes, I know about that. It is true we don't know what we will find in the road south. I look out over these lone lands and wonder what will happen to them when we have gone. But this is something we must do. Each of us has sworn an oath to Aragorn our chief, and none of us will break that oath. We know the risks. None of us will join the Grey Company as we felt its errand was not important enough to brave those risks. For my part, I will not give in to fear of the unknown. We all have our role to play, and I hope only that when I have played mine, the world would have been a better place for having been in it. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to kill an orc in Eregion. so I need to backtrack slightly before I head over to Bree. At least it's easier to find orcs, urks, and goblins in Eregion. I'm assuming that half orcs count for this, right? We can kill a half orc, I'm sure, for the Grey Hammers. Now I suppose back to the Lone Lands. So at least with the Lone Lands, I don't have to go to Saradin's area in order to find an orc. Yes, the Warren Port brings me to a point right across the street from the Lone Land orcs, which means I can kill one for the Grey Hammers. What I find sad is that I have been doing these quests together for years, probably as long as N and White has been out, and in all that time, I never thought of the concept that they're both great quests for the Great Company, for the Grey Hammers. Hello there, Saradin.
Aragorn has need of us, and that is all we need know.
I see, Pineleaf. I'll travel south with as many of the Dunedain as can be gathered in haste. Aragorn has need of us, and that's all I need to know. I fear for the people of this land, Pineleaf, without the Dunedain to protect them. Great numbers of an unruly sort have already come to Bree, and the brigands of the countryside will have no want for members while the rangers are not around to keep their ranks in check. I will make ready to depart. While I do so, will you speak with Bartleman at the Prancing Pony? He does not think much of the Rangers, but I would have you ask him to keep an especial care of his inn and the town for the next several months, if it comes to that. He will not understand, but I want him to have at least some warning that trouble may be in store for Bree. I'll give him the warning. I wonder if this chair is here so that hobbits could stand onto it so they could be eye to eye with Bartleman Butterbur. Hello, Butterbur.
Will you look at me, going on and on like this?
Yeah, that fellow Saradin does come to the pony from time to time, and we talk about the state of things in Bree. Not as often as I'd like, of course. For every moment of peace, there are 10 things that need to be done, and no way to make them all fit in the time available. Still, I do what I can, and wouldn't trade the pony for anything. Yes, folks say the Saradin's a ranger, but if he is, he's more respectable than most. Has a cabin just near Bree, and even spares a smile for his neighbors, which is more than I'd say from some others of his kind. Will you look at me going on and on like this? There's no time for idle chatter. Yes, there are foodstuffs sitting on in the parlors that need to be brought out here for preparing. Oh, will you go and fetch some of them? Apples, pears, mushrooms. You'll see a crate after that, and bring a big help if you do. In a hurry? Yeah. Bit of a chatterbox he is, isn't he? Yeah, that's Bartleman Butterbur, all right. Let's see what we've got here. Here we go. What have we got here? Ooh, okay, some fruits. You don't look strong enough to carry that plate. Ha ha! I'm gonna punch you in the face. Yeah. Fruit mostly. Ha! Now bring the next set of goods. Alright, good. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, fresh fruit. Good. And now what do we have here? And this is... What's that? Mushrooms? Ooh. How are they going to survive the trip over? I wonder. Haven't you got anything better to do than ruining my rest? Good grief. Why don't you find a room then if you want some rest? Very good. Thank you, thank you. I have ordered some of these mushrooms already. Now, bring me the next set of goods. All right, I guess I can do that. Let's see. Mushy, no more mushrooms. How about this? Yeah. Well, a pumpkin. Yes. Hmm. Don't drop that pumpkin. If it splatters my boots, I'll have you lick up the mess. Boy, is he a nice sort. Huh. Ah, there. A fine pumpkin, that one.
Some rude types have come to Bree lately.
Thank you. You've been a great help to me today, and I won't forget it. So much to do, and so very much to do. But you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Yes, join the company, sing a song, warm yourself by the fire. Yeah, there is one more thing. Actually, Pineleaf, yeah, there have been a few rude types come to Bree lately, and they've been scaring off some of the town folk who like to come to the pony for of a night. Regular visitors, you know, good folk who come for a spot of ale and some cheer. Do you think you might have a word with the fellows on the table over there? Uchtrude, I think his name is, and he's a coarse sort. Maybe you can encourage him to finish his mug of beer and find somewhere else to go for the night. Yes, only he hasn't rented any lodgings here, and I don't, and I'd just as soon he took his loud friend somewhere else. I would tell myself, but there's so much to do. Yes. In other words, I've got the weapons and you don't. All right, fine. Hey, you there.
There'll be changes around here, I don't mind telling you.
Yeah, what do you say to me? I have as much of a right to this table as anyone else. More so once the rest of my friends get here. Oh, there'll be changes around here. Are you still here? You've made me mad, and now you're going to pay for it. I will see you outside by the north gate of Bree if you have any courage at all. We won't be bothered there. I will teach you a lesson about respecting Uhrud and his boys. A lesson this whole town is going to have to learn. I will see you outside and we will settle this. Okay, but first of all, I need to use the gauntlet. Boom. There you go. I think it would have been really convenient if Ukrud were a half orc or something, but this will have to do.
There'll be changes around here, I don't mind telling you.
I didn't think it'd show, Pineleaf. We're going to own this town in a couple of weeks, and that fat innkeeper in there will have to beg for table scraps from Ukrud and his boys. Just like you'll need to beg for mercy in a few moments of it. I may even grant it. And then again, I might not. Ha! Right. Well, we'll see how this goes. You're not very impressive. One of us is weak and one of us is strong. Yeah, and I can tell you which one is which. Yeah, there are definitely problems coming along.
I was right to worry then.
I feared I had a right to worry. Very few of these people know that the safety they feel is the result of the tireless work of the Dunedain. And yet our road must take us south, into the lands far away from the well-meaning proprietor of the Prancing Pony. He may not trust rangers, but my people are no less fond of him and his simple life than they are of their own sons and daughters. I hope his town and his inn will remain safe until we return. If we can. Well, we fight 2 skirmishes in order to protect the town later on, but that's another matter. Now, let's see. Map to the Shire. I don't need the might and agility thing, so I will take the map to the Shire. Okay, thank you very much.
Holros loves the Shire and its people.
Yes, I will take it upon myself to gather several others of the Dunedain that have found their way within Breeland. But you should make your way to the Shire. At a camp by the green fields, you should find Howross. Howross loves the Shire and his people and has watched over them for many years. It may not be easy for him to leave them, even with an errand as urgent as that of the Great Company. Right. I will need to go to Howross, but first, I've got an appointment with an orc to the north. That's right. Now that I'm here in Breeland, it is time to kill one of these Breeland orcs for the Grey Hammers. It's unfortunate that the order of this little spree puts us in the North Downs before it puts us in the Shire for the Grey Hammers, because that means I have to kill one of those. Then I could. Oh, yeah, then we have Ivendin, Farchel, and Angmar. So it's a long time before they ask us to do the Shire in there. But now that I've taken care of the North Downs, I can head to the green fields and speak with Howross there. Actually, that proved to be a useless precaution because killing the one in the North Downs opened up Ivendin, Farchel, and Angmar, and yeah, those are the areas I have to go after the Shire for the unlocking thing. So, yeah, it doesn't change what I have to do in any way whatsoever. Oh well, let's speak with Howross here.
There are troublemakers loose in the Green Hill country.
Yes, welcome, Pineleaf. So long as there are goblins beneath the green fields, I'll maintain my watch over the Shire. That's my duty, given to me by my chieftain Aragorn. Well, concerning Aragorn, oh, I see, Pineleaf. I need some time to prepare. Yes, I had been just about to deal with a particular matter when you arrived. If you can take care of this for me, that will give me the time to set things in order. Yes, there are troublemakers loose in the road that runs through the Green Hills country. I fear that there may be some real harm before they can be stopped. Can you walk the road and visit this town of Stock, ending the threat of the troublemakers there? I fear they may be brigands or worse, and these are more bold than they have been in the past. Return to me, and we can talk again. All right, fine. I'll take care of these troublemakers. I think I found one of the troublemakers. Hello there.
You'll be in for a fight if you mess with me and my gang.
That is exactly what I'm planning. Stand in my way, will you? You won't again. Yeah, show him. Yeah. Alright, there you go. You it! Just stop hitting me! Huh. Well, let's see if there are any more of these troublemakers. Hello there. Are you making trouble? You think this land is yours?
You'll be in for a fight if you mess with me and my gang.
That is exactly what I was thinking. You're going to regret tangling with me. You sure about that? Just remember, a hobbit kicked you away. Oh, leave me alone. I won't bother the vermin anymore. Very poor choice of words. I dealt with those troublemakers.
Can you help me make this decision?
Thank you, Pineleaf. There have been more troublemakers on the road in recent days, and I fear that they will do some harm in the peace-loving folk of the Shire if I travel south with the Grey Company. And yet, my loyalty is to Aragorn, and I know that if he has need of the Dunedain, it is my duty to go with him with as much speed as can be mustered. I do not know what to do, Pineleaf. What do you advise? Can you tell him make this decision? Right. And now, should I tell him to go, or should I tell him to stay? I believe it is his duty to go, so I say go.
You are right. My fate lies on the southern road.
You think that I should travel south with the Grey Company to come to the aid of Aragorn. He is my chieftain, and it is my duty to see that he comes safely to the end of the road. wherever it lies. But I fear for the folk of the Shire in my absence. How would they protect themselves from the evils that crowd their borders on all sides? No, you're right, Pineleaf. There is strength in these hobbits yet, and if they need to repel dangers from the outside, they'll do so. My fate must lie with the southern road. I will stand with Aragorn, and that is the way I will protect the people of this land. Thank you for helping me to come up with this decision, Pineleaf. I will go with the Grey Company. The good folk of the Shire will need to do without my help. Can you travel to the inn in Brockenborings and tell my friend Lotho Sackville Baggins that I'll be leaving? He's visiting Brockenborings for a few days and showed some interest in my comings and goings. All right. Lotho Sackville Baggins. Oh, what a friend to have. Hello there, Lotho. I was asked by Haros to tell you that he'll be away for a while.
That ranger will be leaving the Shire. Very interesting.
Thank you for letting me know, friend. It's a shame, of course. Of course it is. Creepy, creepy, creepy. He wasn't too much troubled by that.
Thank you for helping me to decide.
Lotho sounded pleased that you'd be leaving. That's queer. He sought me out a few days ago and had many questions to ask. If I had any plans to travel into Breeland, whether I thought to visit certain townships in the Shire, that sort of thing. Well, he and his folk will surely be fine without my protection. It pains me to leave them, but if Aragorn has need of my kin, his kin must ride to his aid. Thank you for helping me to decide. And he gives me a map to Esteldine. Yes, that little side trip to the North Downs was, as I said before, a completely useless precaution.
Your next journey should take you to Esteldine.
Yes, to Esteldine, the hidden encampment of the Rangers of the North Downs. Halberd will surely wish to travel south with the Grey Company, but he is often away from Esteldine. Speak with the ranger Dervin instead, and he'll tell you where Halberd may be found. Dervin is often in the center of Esteldine, so that's where I'll find him, and that's where I'll find you in the next episode of The Complete Pine Leaf.